Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bridget. How you guys doing? Happy weekend, happy Saturday. Welcome to the 19th day of December and the 19th Gistmas. Thank you very much for joining me today. So this matter has been trending on social media for the past 48 hours and I've just been following it very carefully. And I wanted to share it with you guys this today. This young lady on the screen is called Queency. And her name is, I think, Queency Benna or something like that. And she says she's a singer. Never heard of her before until this story started trending. So she came on social media, I think it was 2 days ago, and started crying. She was crying on her phone, just the cry, say one guy, one Abuja boy, say the boy force him. So, of course, when these things come on social media, a lot of people have a lot to say some. And this thing is a very big deal in Nigeria because it's not something that people take seriously. The law enforcement does not take it seriously. A lot of girls are suffering, because they've been used and abused and they don't even tell anybody. They are suffering in silence. So it's not something that you joke with when you come on social media. Come they open your mouth, they talk, say, man, force you. But she did, and this is what she had to say.
Hi, my name is Queency, and yesterday was literally the worst day of my entire life. And I'm grateful to God and the Echo Hotel team that, came forth. Now, I want to address the issue that I posted earlier on my page. On the 15th of December, I traveled down to Abuja for a business meeting. My manager picked me from the airport regarding my new single project, regarding my new music project, and I got checked into Transcorp Hilton, which I made a reservation before I got to Abuja. When I was in Transcorp in my room in Abuja, and this particular guy in question, which is my Snap fam, messaged me and asked me out for dinner. A couple of times when I make videos on my Snapchat, he always messages me, where are you? I want to see you. And I'm always turning him down. But then I feel like I'm in Transcorp. He said he was in Transcorp and he wanted to buy me dinner. So I felt like he was going to be rude. He was going to be rude if I turned him down. But little did I know that this is going to happen. He took advantage of me because even when we're trying to have dinner, he kept touching me. He kept on trying to touch me in an absurd way. And I kept telling him I wasn't comfortable with it. He kept on giving me champagne, one glass after the other. After a while, I got pressed and I went to the bathroom. I came back and had some drink. But it normally doesn't happen. But I swear I was feeling very, very, very tipsy. I don't know. And I even told him. He now decided to help me to my room. I slept off. I woke up in the morning. That was when it came to my head that something actually happened wrong.
So this is the young man that she was talking about. His name is Alaska Obi. And he's the one that she's referring to, that they are Snap friends. And he had this to say to Ubi Franklin in a live.
Yeah, so the said girl, I've known her since this year. I met her this year actually. So we exchanged numbers. We've been friends on social media, Snapchat and co. So she's been. So there was one time there was a party in Abuja. She said I invited her to come for the party. She said I should pay for her flights and book a hotel for her, and I'm supposed to give her money too. So I waved that one off. I didn't talk to her after then. So recently she told me she was coming to Abuja first, that she had something that she wants to move to Abuja. She wants to rent a place.
Yeah.
So when she came, she was in one other hotel like that. I don't know the hotel. So I told her, since she's in Abuja now, let's link up. Let's have lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
She now said, okay, dinner is fine. So the following day she moved into Hilton. So she said, so I texted her, I said, what time would be convenient for you for dinner? She said 8 is fine. So she moved. I went to the Hilton to meet her for the breakfast. So we went to the executive floor on the 10th of April.
The Hilton was when?
Hilton, she moved to Hilton again day before yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so we went to the executive floor for dinner.
Okay.
So yeah, so after dinner, we went down to the casino together. I was playing casino. She said she's interested too. I put money for her. I told her to play. So on the process, her manager called her or something, so she left. So before then, I was telling her that
Oh, her
I would
manager,
like
what
us
does she do?
she's a singer.
Okay.
Yeah, so she said she wanted us to. So I told her that I'm not going to do that for free. And I asked, okay, so what's involved in the thing? She told me I should pay $1,000. I told her I cannot pay 1K
Oh, she has
for
to pay
sex.
$1,000.
Yes.
Okay.
So I said what I can pay is 200. I cannot pay 1K. So she said no, that she's not taking it, that it's poor. I said no problems. So I went to the club. So I was in the club with my friends. She messaged me and was like, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm at the club." She now said, if she doesn't see me in her room in the next 5 minutes, that she's going to change her mind.
From the $200
So
back to the 1K.
no, I didn't agree on the 1K. So it's the 200, not $200 or 200,000 though.
Okay, so she initially said 200. She initially said $1,000,
Yes.
and then you offer that 200K, which is like
Yeah.
$500 or maybe about $400.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But she refused. So I left her. She left. She went back upstairs. So later she texted me and was like, I should get to the hotel in the next 5 minutes unless you change her mind. I was with my friends then. So I showed my friends. I was like, see that girl, because my friends knew. We had dinner with my friends at the executive floor.
Yeah.
So my friends knew already what was going on. So I told them, the girl said I should come for the 200 though. So I rushed. I had to rush back to the hotel. So when I got there, she was drinking and smoking. She was drinking rubies and smoking already, smoking kush. So, we got down. We started having stuff. Me, I didn't want her to go. I wanted her to stay one more night. She now said, unless I have to book her room. I said, that's not a problem. So, like, I have points now. So I had to book the room in front of her with my points. And I put her as the additional guest of the hotel.
Okay.
But I had to use my name because I'm a diamond member at the Hilton.
Okay.
So I showed her the booking. I told her this is it and this is your name. Because I asked her name, she told me. So I told her this is the booking. So tomorrow you could just go and check into the room. That they'll have to check you out because she was in the standard room. So I told her that what will happen is because of my name, they will upgrade her to something better, maybe a royal room or something.
Yeah.
So I now told her that I was going to transfer 100,000. Then the following day, when I come back, I'll send the remaining money to her. She now said, okay. So, truth be told, I didn't do the transfer.
Okay, so the problem is, before we got on this live, right?
Yeah.
I saw the chat exchange between yourself and I saw the chat exchange between yourself and the lady, right? And while I was reading the chat exchange, I also went on Instablog and I saw a lot of girls that were also saying that you've done that to them, you slept with them and you didn't pay. Some of them are accusing you of, is it what you do normally by having these girls and don't paying, or what is the situation? Because when I went on Instablog, I saw a lot of comments. People were commenting there, right? And it felt like it felt like, because when there are different girls that are saying the same thing, it becomes a problem, So what is the problem? Is it that you don't want to pay them, or you believe that, okay, you guys have had sex, you shouldn't pay?
So apparently most of them actually pay them. There's no issue about it. But apparently they always complain that I'm very rude and arrogant.
Okay, so now the thing is this, for me.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Hi.
Hi. So I literally got a call from my friends to join this live because they know what happened to me with Alaska. I'm actually just in shock. I woke up this morning and I got sent the post on Instablog talking about this same guy. So I just needed to say something because I knew his time was coming. and this finally has come, and he needs to be called out for this nonsense that he does.
Okay. So what happened to
So
you?
2 years ago, they sent my bags from the east, from Enugu to Alaska, because he was driving from Enugu, and I asked someone to send
Who
it
is
to him.
Alaska? The same guy, his name is
This
Alaska?
the same guy that you're on live with. So I went. Then he was living in Asokoro, somewhere in Asokoro, yeah. And I went to get the bags from him. He locked his house. He had a lady washing clothes for him that came in. I think it was on a Saturday, and he had a security man close to a hospital. This guy locked his house, and instead I wasn't going to leave. So in the case of this girl, he claimed it was a hotel room and she was high. I wasn't high. This was early in the morning. I'd gone to his house to get my bags, and he locked the house. And the lady was hearing me scream for help. The lady that was washing for him, and the lady acted like she didn't even hear any noise. I think this is what he does. They've gotten so used to it that they act like nothing happens. And this idiot did what he did, and he started kneeling down and begging me and asking for forgiveness. Lo and behold, he disappeared. I went to the police. They said they couldn't get hold of him. Last year, I was in a meeting in Transcorp with, I can testify, like I had people that were even there. I caused a scene in Transcorp. So it was me and people from my office. They were older men, outside men. And all of a sudden, this guy just walks past me. I started screaming. I was like, that's the guy. That's the guy. He disappeared. He ran away. I caused a scene that Transcorp by the lounge downstairs, where people have tea and stuff. He disappeared. I haven't seen him up until today. So I'm very sure that guy is saying the truth. He does. I haven't been able to get hold of this guy. And I know people that can testify. I know people that reported him. And I have friends that knew what had happened. The thing that happened in Transcorp, I have people that can actually call to bear me witness. And then he called afterwards to apologize. Oh, I thought you'd gone past this. So I'm sure that girl is saying the truth.
Wow. All right. So what do you want to do?
So if this guy is going to press charge, I can testify on, if she wants to go ahead, because Nigeria police don't take this thing serious. So if she's ready to testify, I would stand in court with her as a witness, because I would definitely do whatever I need to do, because he needs to be called out.
All right. Wow. All right, thank you.
See, whatever anybody is saying is true. That is how he rolls in Abuja. That is how he rolls in Abuja. Whatever anybody is saying is true.
Can we
He
see your
goes
face?
around Transcorp.
You don't want to show your face?
No, he goes around Transcorp doing this thing. He goes around Transcorp doing this thing, deceiving girls everywhere. He doesn't even have money to pay anybody. He just rolls around with big guys. That is all he does. He is a broke guy. He uses a freaking stove. You don't get money for gas. He uses
a stove?
Because I know. I can send you his house address and you go and see it.
Ha. So, or did he force himself on you? What was your own accusation?
Yes, he did. And I was quiet about it because nobody's going to believe.
Why do you think no
I'm
one?
seeing this news today because he acts like a big guy and he's always around big people. So who is going to believe him? I'm seeing this news today. This just.
So guys, you can hear from those two. Those are two different girls who came on the live to actually share their own experience with the same guy, saying that he's done the same thing, what he's been accused of, that he's done exactly the same thing to them. So this makes the story, it changes the dynamics of the story, because this guy is saying that apparently I pay some of them, but these ones are saying you did this to us. And the first girl there emphatically said that I went to his house to collect my bags that he was sent to bring to Abuja for me, and this is what he did to me. So this is quite serious. I don't know why this guy has not been arrested so far. As far as I'm concerned, by now he should be in police custody, because there are various girls coming forward now. Not all of them came on camera. Others didn't come. Others were just putting statement there. He's well known in Abuja. He uses Transcorp to, deceive girls, hanging around big people. This is all the accusation against him. Young man came on this live and was saying that, oh, actually I didn't force her, it was an agreement. She asked for money and I didn't give her the money. So that kind of changes the whole dynamics. of his own, the experience that he had with Queency, because Queency came on like crying, and this is why I'm so infuriated with her own story. I'm not saying that she's lying, but when there was evidence, the screenshots are there. It's all on the blogs on Instagram, where there was a demand. It was like a business transaction. She's saying, okay, you're gonna pay me $1,000. The guy now slept with her and didn't pay her, run off. And then you now come online, you are crying that I was drunk, I didn't know what happened, but you had an agreement. So it seems to me, from the evidence that we see on the chats, that this girl, Quincy, had an agreement that this guy was going to pay her $1,000. He said he doesn't have $1,000. He agreed to pay her $200,000, but he ended up not paying her anything. And that's why she's crying now, saying that, she feel like, he's taking advantage of her, he's used her. And apparently he also recorded her. He has her nudes that he recorded. And he has it with her. He was using it to threaten her, which is completely wrong. Now, let's set aside this Quincy's matter aside, because I feel like she's lost a lot of credibility now because of the mention of money. If you are an Olosho and you are doing your usual business, because she's been granting interview randomly now on Instagram. I've seen her on at least 2 different blogs today where she's granting interview. And this guy keeps saying, I'm shameless, I'm shameless. I don't know. Maybe to young Nigerian girls, the word shameless is something to be proud of. I really don't understand this young generation. She's saying, I'm shameless, I'm shameless. Is this something to brag with? Is it a medal that you have that you're bragging with when you say I'm shameless? I really don't understand it. So, she's granting interview up and down now, saying that even if she demanded for money, people are calling her Olosho, that is it good that he didn't pay her? Well, the dynamics changes when, if it's an arrangement, if you're Olosho and he was supposed to pay you, he didn't pay you. It is different from coming to say he forced you. Let's just get that straight. He renegated on your agreement. It's different from, oh, I didn't agree, he forced me. So maybe she doesn't understand. And the reason why I'm furious with this Quincy is the fact that, you see, women that have come out legitimately to say this same guy called Alaska did this to us. He forced himself on us. Now, it seems like, they didn't have a voice before, because the environment that they live in Nigeria is not an enabling environment for victims to speak out. There's a lot of shame. There's a lot of condemnation. People will say, you two, what did you do? Go and do there. It's your fault. They are hiding. You can see they can't even bring their faces out, but they will be traumatized by it and suffering in silence. And that's why you see a lot of girls will be having mental health problems because of things that they cannot even talk about. They can't speak about it because they are ashamed. Victim shaming is a very big deal. So when a young girl like Quincy comes online and say, oh, it's an agreement, even if he didn't pay me, then is it right? It's not the same. What is wrong with you? You say you're a music producer, you're a musician, that they pay you for appearance. What kind of appearance are you doing to one man? Is it a one-man show that you're appearing that he's going to pay you for? Why didn't you take your money up front, since you are such a musician that you know your business? So guys, I'm just going to end by saying that anybody that knows this Quincy should tell her, may she just enter house, because she's disgracing herself and her family and womanhood in general. The real victims who have come forward to say this guy, Alaska, Obi, did this to us, need to be empowered to have a voice to go. The police needs to pick this guy up. Honestly, they need to. Because this is not accusation of one person. It's not 2 people. It's not 3 people. A lot of people that didn't even come. On the initial post, a lot of people came on that post and said he did it. So it seems like this is his lifestyle. And I don't know why Hilton, a hotel of that standard, is allowing its name to be dragged into this kind of trash, with people like this that are using the venue for things like this. So they need to they need to do something about this guy. I think they need to stop him from coming there and ban him, because it's trashing the name of the hotel. And the Nigerian police needs to do something about it. He needs to be arrested and questioned. Maybe that will give the victim, the courage to come forward, because you cannot be doing this and getting away. One day, you're going to be exposed, and you've already been exposed by someone that says she's shameless. Now you have to pay for all you've done. And for other girls out there, young Nigerian girls, that are quick to say, I'm shameless. Yeah. It is a pity that in a society whereby women who experience this sort of thing are victimized, you are contributing to it. You are making it the matter worse by coming online to make unsubstantiated accusation. I mean, I just don't understand. And nobody should come here and start saying that, oh, it's poverty. No. These young girls, they know what they are doing. It's not about poverty. This is about these young girls that want to live first class life. They want to live the big, Nollywood lifestyle, Hollywood lifestyle, and fly, go on holidays. You can see her. You need to see the interview. This girl no even get single shame. Hey, I'm very expensive. I'm expensive. If you cannot afford me, are you a commodity for sale? Get some dignity for yourself. $1,000. So you don't believe that as a girl, you can earn $1,000 yourself. It has to be a man that will pay for it for you. That is why you keep degrading yourself. Oh my shit. Where our morals have gone to in that country is just it's appalling. You are coming online to say I'm shameless. Is that something to be proud of? And now the real victims are hiding. You that we don't even know whether it's true or not because you contradicted yourself so many times. There's evidence that you guys were supposed to, you are Olosho that they're supposed to pay you. The guy didn't pay you. And that's why you are crying foul. The real victims now cannot come forward. You see, this is the problem with all this accusation that is fake. I'm not saying her own accusation is fake completely, but if you go online and see the chat, you will see what I'm saying. There's even a voice. The guy, the Alaska even released a voice chat where the girl was saying, "Can you pay my bill? What's your budget? What's your budget? Budget for what? What do they sell? Oh my God! All for waiting because you want carry handbag, Gucci handbag, Abby. Oh, what you can do? You can work hard and gain for yourself, all because you won't do Instagram big girl. It is well with all these young ladies of these days. We need to raise our daughters better, to have some self-dignity, to know that you can earn money. You don't need a man to belittle you and trash you. Now, she says she's a musician. Nobody knows her as a musician. 5 years time, they talk about her and they say, oh, that Queency, now Olusho. But like she said, she's shameless. So what can we say? When somebody use their mouth to say they are shameless, how can you be ashamed for them? So my people, I'm just going to leave it here today. Leave me your thoughts and your comments. I don't know if you've seen this story. What do you feel about it? It is sad. And I am shaming for the shameless. I'll speak to you in my next one. I'm doing a live tomorrow at 6 p.m. GMT. So make sure you join me in the evening here on YouTube. YouTube live tomorrow. So join me. Thank you very much. Have a blessed weekend. I love you. Bye-bye.